Welcome back, everybody. We are doing Stanley Parable, and finally we're going to do what we're supposed to do. I know I said I would do it.
Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
We're not going to push anything. We're not going to do anything. We're actually going to go in the right door.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes. Ignore this.
Yet there was not a single person
Keep
here
going.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh no, we're going to do this very
Stanley
quickly.
stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Nope. We're not. We're going to just stay here for a bit.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Oh, but it's my broom closet. Thank you very much, narrator.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Nothing.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yep.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
'Cause I want to. Deal with it.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd
Yeah.
said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
And that's why I'm here.
To mention it.
That's why I'm here.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
Yes.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." Your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Hey!
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how
You
stupid
suck!
he was. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What? What?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now.
Oh yeah?
You're dead.
What?
Got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. In a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Gross.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless
I'm
human
dead, guys,
physiological
apparently.
vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
No. I'm just gonna file my nails while I wait. Okay, we'll go out.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. You too?
Yep.
Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
We're gonna obey this time. That was fun to do that. Yeah.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known
Sunday.
was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
You want me to go down? Can I leave? Okay, well, we're going. I wish I could play the piano. Alright, downstairs. No.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Where is that? Oh, right there. Escape. Bye-byes.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
What? No!
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
We'll go for
Nope. Still on board with death?
it. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. That kind of looks creepy. I want to do this. Violent death. Here we come. Mind control is... I'd rather die than mind control? I don't know. I think you're bluffing. I think you're bluffing. I will not die.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Right. But...
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep. I'm ready to die. Did I die? Nope. Wait, what's going on?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence.
No! No! Oh my gosh!
He doesn't
Oh my
know
gosh!
who
Oh my gosh, guys!
trapped
Oh my gosh!
together in his narrow vision of what this world is.
No!
Death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
No!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Does it think that I'm dead? The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Ooh,
When every
pretty.
path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making
Yep.
life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the
Extra
moment he hit
paintings?
start?
Ooh. Office layout. That's my office. Then I go here, and I can do stuff here. And then I can go do stuff here. And then I go here, and the 2 doors. Oh, choices. Filing cabinets. Exciting. Corridor. Cool. Office computers. Nobody cares for those. Doors 1, 2, and 3. Hey, those are the doors I was kind of looking for. The office. Button sounds. Cool. Credits. Oh, thank you guys. Y'all are awesome. Okay, let's go right. This is boss office. Okay. It's like a museum. Oh, the clock. Yeah. What's this over here? These are the employee lounge underground. Yeah. What's this? Narration.
See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you pick up on intuitively if you have even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. And of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next few times solving. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you. They're throwing a surprise party for him for all his fun.
So you probably did some ad lib. That's kind of cool. Kind of just like, oh, I'm just gonna kind of like wing it. Freedom ending. I didn't get freedom ending. Whoa. 23. Countdown desk. One of the desks from an early version of the countdown ending. Huh, I didn't get the countdown ending. Freedom ending. Monitor room elevator. The elevator in the monitor room could go up or down, the freedom above and the countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down and placed the 2 endings together instead. Lol. Countdown room. Right there. Wait, is that where I am? No, I don't think so. This is a Zending model. The Zending model went through many iterations. This room represents the 4th version of the ending. And we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. Okay. The game is now paused. Begin the game again. Resume the game. Okay. Escape menu. For a long time we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape room. Unfortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Zending levers. Okay. Those levers were originally a part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color lever they pulled. Interesting. Zending. I don't think we got... I think it was abandoned, right? Is that what they said? Oh, what's this? Trailers. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released in May 2012. Cool. Seems kind of ominous. Broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is preparing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Huh. That's cool. Thank you for showing me the trailer. What's over here? Yeah, that's where we were. Nothing there, so... That's the exit. We don't want the exit yet. We want to look at everything. Huh. Game design mock-up. Okay. Then there's some stuff here. These are screenshots of the Stanley Parable HD remix. More endings, fewer endings, more narrators, fewer narrators, more Stanley, less Stanley. The point of the Stanley Parable HD remix is to win. I am going crazy. Maybe it isn't the same image. Okay. The point of the Stanley Parable HD remix is to lose. Greenlight. In September 2012, we submitted the Stanley Parable to Greenlight, Valve's process of approving games of Steam. The Greenlight page was only a series of cryptic photos, which were still enough to win the community's approval. Nice! Maintenance room, awesome. The office, cool. Okay, and we were here, so let's go back up. And we'll look over here very quickly. Ooh, interesting. Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens. Awesome! The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. Cool! We realized shortly after starting to build it, it was just far too jokey and on the nose of the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which it was not our intention. Oh, come on! It's a genre of the video game community. That would have been so cool, guys. You don't have to be scared about that kind of stuff. People are going to hate in many different ways. People are going to hate and hate and hate. You just do what you do. For yourself. You don't have to worry about other people. You know what the truth is. If they aren't going to interpret it right, well then too bad for them. The people, like me, who will understand, those are going to be who you should worry about. Like, you don't have to worry about those haters. What's this? From Bond Siege, subject gloves. Dead, strong, bad. How do you type with boxing gloves on? What? Whoa. Oh, different. Narrator emails. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to also use these and further materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. How do you stay in shape? Okay. I want to tell you I liked Stanley Parable as much as I liked seeing a humorously small badger in swim trunks. Please, I would like you to keep the proposal as a top secret and delete it if you are not interested, and get back to me if you... Oh my gosh, the money... Will the game feature... capybaras? Capybaras? What? I could go and read all those, but I'm gonna let y'all be able to enjoy that. The lounge. Alright. We're gonna go over here and then we'll be done, I guess. Oh, the offices. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was the code created in November 2011, the second March 2012, and the third February 13th. Okay. Uh-huh. Yep, and this is one I know of. Yeah, I like this one because it looks like it's run down and used up. And kind of dull. And... Yep. Okay, well, let's go exit, guys. That was nice. Stanley Parable. Thank you.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How
Yeah.
they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
And I will be free.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Really?
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
Yee. Are we done? So begin the game again. Wait, what? Who's calling? Where?
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages.
What?
If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
What? Huh, that was interesting. Very cryptic. Okay. Well, let's move forward and actually listen to him. I know I keep saying this.
Stanley
We
came
will
to a set
eventually
of
listen
two
to
open
him.
Doors. He entered the door on his left.
I missed your voice, actually.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Nope.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might find coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. What was it?
Stepping
2145?
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Sorry,
Yet
I
incredibly,
thought it was
by
1.
simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Go.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
It was cool seeing that museum.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that
Okay.
read Mind Control Facility.
Yes, sir.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
That's where I've been.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind-controlled facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Maybe.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Power facility. Awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of... Oh, Stanley. You didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
What?
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
oh no!
detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway.
There's 5.
I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
What happened?
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
2.
Other times,
Is that what I'm supposed to press?
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside.
I'm trying! Ah!
This version of events has been rather
says
amusing.
red 2.
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Green?
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
Do I have to push yellow on everything?
To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why
Thank you.
not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Okay.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer
Wait,
that
what?
something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button
What
to
in
button,
the world?
screen to screen,
Blue?
clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
One.
Stanley.
So
You're
things
in
with
for quite a disappointment.
first blue?
But here's a
Because
spoiler.
if I
for
do
you.
this.
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds
Okay.
ticking away.
Not
to
that
your
kind of
death.
blue.
You're only
This
still
kind of
playing
blue.
instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This
So
is
light
not a
blue.
challenge. It's a tragedy. You
That
wanted
one?
to control this world, that's fine. But I'm
That
going
one?
to destroy it first. So you
Goodbye,
can't.
employee 427.
Take a look at
What?
the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
I tried. Okay, I guess we'll do the proper
All of his
ending now.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Blah.
Stanley decided to
I'll
go
look
the
up how
meeting
to
room.
do if
Perhaps
you
he
can
had
do
simply missed
something
a
there
memo.
to like stop the detonation. I couldn't figure it out there. I was trying.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We'll very quickly do this.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Yes, sir.
Coming to a staircase,
4,
Stanley
8.
walked upstairs to his
Wait.
boss's office.
4 8. Wait, 2 8 4 5.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So
What?
he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
What? I got impatient and so you're gonna punish me. Oh my gosh, guys. He's gonna punish me for being impatient.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
You suck. You suck, narrator.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Yes.
Mind Control Facility.
Yes.
The lights rose on an
Be right
enormous
back
room
after I
packed
do
with
this.
television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machine...
Ow! I did it?
Blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Is it open yet? I'm gonna wait. Okay. Nice little screenshot there. Alright, here we go. We are free!
Stanley felt the cool
I'm not
breeze
moving
upon
now.
his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now,
Excuse me.
that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
That's a good way to end. Beat the game. Woo! And I can continue this if I want. But I think we're done. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This has been Stanley Parable. If I find other things to do that I think are interesting, I'll do them in the future. But for right now, this is the end of the series. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later. Bye-bye!